Every time I post a smiling selfie, I feel a little emptier inside. It's not real. The likes give me a rush, but they vanish like smoke. Behind every perfect photo I post, there's a version of me screaming for help. But how do you show sadness in a world that rewards smiles? This is what it really feels like to fake happiness online. We live in a world where our online lives are more polished than our real ones. We show sunsets, not sleepless nights. We post birthday surprises, not the breakdowns that followed. At 25, I should be figuring out life. But instead, I'm just figuring out new ways to hide my pain with filters. I've spent years building an identity I don't even recognize anymore. And I'm finally starting to ask, how did I end up here? And more importantly, how do I get out? Every scroll shows me a life I should be living. She's getting married. He just bought a car. My friend's launching a startup. Meanwhile, I'm lying in bed with a phone in my hand and a knot in my chest. So I post something shiny just to feel included, because falling behind publicly feels like failure, and no one claps for struggle. Every notification gives me a hit, just enough to forget how lonely I am. A like, a comment, a follow. It's quick, shallow validation, but I started craving it, until the silence between posts started feeling like rejection. I wasn't sharing moments, I was managing impressions. And in the process, I lost the ability to enjoy anything unless someone else saw it. No matter how well I'm doing, someone is doing it better and showing it louder. Better bodies, better vacations, better lighting. I know it's curated, but still gets to me. Because when you see perfect lives every day, it becomes easy to believe your sadness makes you the odd one out. I've written raw captions before, typed out how I really feel, then deleted it all and posted something positive. Why? Because I didn't want to be the person who brings down the vibe. Because vulnerability online often feels like a risk, not a strength. At some point, I stopped knowing who I was without the filters. I crafted a brand, not a life. What started as self-expression became self-distortion. And now, when I look in the mirror, I don't see a person. I see a profile. I started with one small step. I told the truth to myself. Not online, not in captions, just in private. I'm not okay. I am exhausted. I feel like I'm performing all the time. That sentence, whispered to no one but me, became the beginning of real healing. I stopped checking my phone the second I woke up. I took weekends off social media, and I turned off notifications. Not to disappear, but to return to myself. It felt uncomfortable at first, like losing a limb. But eventually, I began hearing my own voice again, not just the algorithm's echo. I unfollowed anyone who made me feel less than. I stopped watching content that triggered comparison, and I started following creators who were real, who talked about healing, trauma, self-worth. My feed didn't just look different. It felt different. It became a place of reflection. Not rejection. One day, I posted a photo with a caption that simply said, "Smiling, but not okay today." And that's fine. The response? Dozens of messages. Me too. Thanks for saying that. Turns out, when you're brave enough to be real, you give other people permission to stop pretending too. I began doing things without documenting them. A walk, a meal, a moment of silence. At first, it felt strange, like something was missing. But over time, those undocumented moments became the most sacred. They were mine. Not for show, not for claps, just real. We don't need more filters. We need more conversations. We don't need more perfection. We need permission. Permission to be raw. To say, I'm struggling without shame. To log off when we need to. To heal outside of public view. I'm not here to demonize social media. It's a tool. But like any tool, it can either build us or break us. The difference? Whether we use it to express ourselves